There is no theory about it. When children start coming in, when other things start coming in, you see that the urge to start reducing. It's not how you manage it that. So you don't go and start telling your friends, my husband cannot do this, 1 minute man. No, you are married, go there. Some people will go there, and by the time you tell your friends, they will give you horrible advice that will now crash your marriage. They will give you advice. Now, talk about social media. That one will finish you completely because you will now see people who have not managed marriage or anything. They will now start telling you what you need to do. Then the economy. The economy is there. The economy is driving people crazy, particularly at this time. The man goes to work, the woman goes to work. Before, in those days, in the Bible, it's only man that goes to work and takes care of the woman. The woman will stay in the house and keep the house. But right now, because of the economy, women go to work, men go to work. And you will not say because my wife is the wife or is my wife, he must cook food though. He must do this work. Or your husband, so your husband must pay school fees. And he must be the person that pays school fees. He must be the person that will pay house rent. If you are capable of doing things to help him, empathy, you help him or her. Those are also the drivers of sex. By the time you are doing things that the man looks at you and appreciates you, or the woman looks at you and says, you see the urge come naturally. When you marry initially, you can have it in the kitchen. You can have it anywhere. But when these problems start coming, it is now who you are to the man or who you are to the woman that drives the urge. And most times, you see the woman is so stressed or the man is so stressed, the other party wants it. And me, I will give you a joke. When I give you that joke, in fact, you will forget it and I will forget it and we will sleep off. Maybe you will not remember it next morning. Because I will tell my husband at times, I say, sex or worry, is it food? I beg you, give me that way. Don't do it with anger. If you do it with anger, you will create problem. When the man says that, you don't want it again. You start accusing you for what you don't do. And the same thing women do is both ways. You know, or worry, by the time you grab one hand down, the man will just look at you and it becomes fun. You know? So you have to balance life and work. You won't say because the husband is doing it and was doing it. You want to pray together. A family that prays together, stays together. You communicate. Very, very key, very important. You come in, you are tired, you know. You look at your husband's face and say, oh boy, I waited today, I know you don't want that. Waiting happen. You will now start pouring out. By the time you finish pouring out, you know, you see other things coming in, you advise him that sex urge can come. You know? And it's not all about sex. No. You may not even be sex. It's a companion. You will be happy together. You may not have sex, but they are happy. Some people that have sex 20 times a day are not happy. You know? So, communication is there. Apologize when you are wrong. And some people will say, you must say sorry. You must say sorry. Some men don't say sorry. Some women don't say sorry. But you know your spouse. When you know your spouse and you study your spouse, you know that when he starts dealing, you see him. You will start behaving like it's not beginning. At least count it that he has apologized. A lot of people must apologize. You can't tell your friend, the man must apologize. That is in your job. It is something that is abominable. When he is a tolerator inside the house, what's past your own? And he or she is peaceful. Some people will say, see that foolish man, he's watching the wise man too. He's watching the wise man too. He does things that even when you hear it, you say, so this man won't drive me from my own wife. It's there. These are things. Like you go to work, you come back. The man knows the wife, knows that this man the work is very stressful. Before the woman comes back, you don't wash him you don't, maybe you came back earlier or you are not at work that day. My husband cooks at times before I come back. There are some meals he will teach me and I will learn. And by the time I want to surprise him, I will fire him with another one. You know, those are things that drive sex. It's not about fast food. I was giving it to me. The woman was there. No. And you go and start comparing yourself with another person. Apologize. And when you show, my mother will say, when you show remorse, we're going to talk about remorse. When it's remorseful, accept it. You come in, because you've married this long, then you tie wrapper. The man is coming in with his friends. You are tying wrapper. You get discouraged. Do things that your partner, likes. Do things for him without complaining. Infidelity, confirmed one. There are some people that sniff around. They sniff their husbands, they sniff their wives. By the time you start sniffing and sniffing, you sniff out something that is useless and that will make you scatter. Even by the time you start accusing a man or a woman that is innocent, wahala don't come. If the oil go just fall, you touch yourself, you go crash. So you don't accuse a man or a woman when he or she is innocent. Create time also for your spouse. Create time. And don't say because your husband is down, then you start looking for people that are bigger than him. By the time you start comparing him, then you are creating problem. He won't even feel like having you again. Prioritize getting your partner. Always forgive your spouse. When your mind is at peace, sex comes naturally. Accommodate each other. A healthy marriage is a must. By the time you are getting married, the day I married, I said, this marriage must work. And we are privileged to have young people in our own group so that they will learn. This marriage must work. Come let us, and it will work. Let me tell you, ask my mother. I don't complain. The Bible says, when you don't complain, you will get glory at the end of it. Don't complain. Every minute you run to your mother, you run to your father, you run to your friends. You are raising by the time the ego of the man, you are bringing it down. You are finishing sex matter. Don't be a copycat. Don't say because Mr. A is bought Jeep, then Mr. A bought Jeep for the wife. You expect he will come and show me, and I will appreciate, lucky you are, thank God. But don't go and start stressing that man because the other man has bought Jeep. You want him to buy Jeep for you, or you want her to buy Jeep for you. There is no perfect marriage. Just like there is no perfect individual. So nobody is perfect. So manage your imperfection. Manage the imperfection of your spouse. Don't discuss your marriage with colleagues, with friends. It brings a nice thing with them. It's also friendship to woman by the time you start discussing your wife and how she does in bed. Seek God's counsel, not friends, not relations, not social media that has gone everywhere and place now. People who are not married will start cancelling you on social media. Avoid too much complaint. Nagging, don't nag a man, don't nag a woman. Nagging creates confusion. By the time you nag him, you don't finish it. When he sleep with you like this, if you touch him, you go tell him nonsense. You go flat. Unforgiveness, confirmed in the sexual urge comes with peace of mind. There is no formula for marriage. Every marriage is unique. Every marriage is unique. Work your salvation. That's what that is. You have to work your salvation out. Show love, no matter the circumstance. Cook good meal. Don't have disagreement in the presence of your children. Don't have disagreement in the presence of visitors, your relations. Go to the inner room. That's what Buhari said. Go to the inner room. Praise the
Lord. I know some of us do not agree with some things that she said. Keep it with you. There will be time for questions. Group 2, please. Are we not blessed?
We are not in the church. So I want to be careful with praise the Lord and hallelujah. So I want to begin by simply saying, please permit, no, is it permit? Okay, permit me to observe all the protocols that were established. Thank you, sir. For us in group 2, we had a very beautiful discussion, and our topic, the topic that was given to us is what amounts to cheating in a marriage. And we try to look at what actually is cheating by definition. And we said cheating is simply a breach of trust where the partner engages in behavior that is emotionally, romantically, or sexually intimate with someone outside the committed partner. When you begin to do things ordinary that you shouldn't be doing with that you should do with your partner with someone else that you are not married to, that you are not in a relationship with, it is considered as cheating. And the scripture we looked at as a basis was Matthew chapter 5 verse 28, where Jesus said that if you look at a woman lustfully, even if you have not committed the actual act of sin or fornication or adultery, you have actually sinned against God. And so we looked at it from that angle, and then we went into looking at what amounts to cheating. And we looked at 4 things. If I start to be corrected, I think for what I wrote 4 things. Number 1, any form of sexual or physical activity, physical intimacy with someone other than your committed partner is considered as cheating. What do we mean? If you have the actual act of sex, it's cheating. If you hug, you caress, you do some funny things with someone, hey, long time no see, carelessly. Hugging is not a crime, but there is a hug that you know that is beyond the normal hugging. Except when handshake don't pass normal handshake, you don't reach elbow, consider it as something else. I watched a few days back, and I shared that experience with them, where they, long time no see. Meanwhile, the lady was his ex. The way he hugged her, you will know that something is definitely wrong. And over time, it was proven. We also looked at emotional or romantic connection outside of marriage relationship. There are people that are married, they are not as connected as people that are outside of their marriage relationship. For example, you see some people are more connected even to their ex than their present husband or present wife. More connected emotionally. They can sit down and talk and laugh. And in fact, let me use the word presently. They are freer with outsiders than the one in the room. If you are like that, be careful. It is considered as cheating because it can make your spouse to begin to think otherwise. It's just a matter of time. The person will feel, I don't care, but just give me time. The person will begin to feel concerned. Number 3, we looked at online cheating, which is the commonest thing today. You see some people online till 2 a.m. They are not doing business. They are doing the other business. Chatting with somebody that is not their wife. Meanwhile, if they are with their wife or with their husband, they don't spend time together. They can't even talk reasonable things together. But when they are chatting with the other person, calling the other person, texting the other person, video calling the other person, they are relaxed. Hey, hi, babe, you know all these things. Let me not go there. So I wrote here, I said, engaging in flirting or intimate interaction online through text messages, calls, or social media with someone other than your partner is considered as what? Cheating. Lack of contact. Deliberately telling others you are single when you are actually married is cheating. People do it. Today we remove our wedding rings when we are going to some places. 2 of us. I don't know, I'm sure those people are not here. Let me believe they are not here. They are married, but when they meet the single, they want to try somebody, they will say they are not married. A lot of these things are cheating. They are cheating. Because their lies in one way. If that woman is there by your side, can you say it? Can you do that? Can you say you are not married? And guess what? Whatever lies you lie to this, you will be found out tomorrow. Lies are only a matter of time. Truth will definitely prevail. And then we also look quickly at the causes. We looked at emotional disconnect. Like we said from the beginning, some people are disconnected emotionally. And because of that, these are the things that leads to cheating. Emotional disconnect. We look at lack of communication as part of the problem. We look at sexual dissatisfaction. Mommy said something closely related to this when she was talking in the first group. Sexual dissatisfaction. A lot of people can't communicate. They can't open up. You see, husband, I have had that experience before as a counselor, as a pastor, as a counselor. You see a husband will come and report his wife, he will try to mediate. The next day the wife will come and report, he will try to mediate. I had that issue when I was in Abia State. At the end of the day, I had to one day call Madam, come, what is the real problem? This your quarrel is every week I must say, what is the problem? She now said, Baba, don't mind my husband. You know, I was dealing with soldiers. Say, Baba, don't mind my husband. This is where the real problem lies. And until we treated that problem, tackled that problem, then that was how we were able to solve that problem too. Then we looked at unhappiness and dissatisfaction as a cause. Some people are not just happy in their marriage for so many reasons. And once you are not happy and you are dissatisfied, it will lead to cheating. Many of us are not careful to know when our spouses are happy or sad or down and all of that. We feel everything is normal. When you begin to show lack of interest, the other partner begins to withdraw gradually. It's only a matter of time. The one that is more sensitive will collect him or her from you. May God forbid that. Amen. Lack of commitment. Some people just enter the marriage relationship because they were forced, or family, arranged marriage, and whatever. The other partner is not committed. So lower levels of commitment to the relationship or to the other partner will lead to cheating. And then anger and revenge. Some people just want to pay back. I've seen that play out so many times. Anger, revenge. Because you saw him or her talking with somebody else, you assume, so you want to pay back. That is childish. But this also leads to cheating. And then feeling unappreciated or feeling neglected. Then let me begin to round up by giving us the cure for cheating. We looked at 4 things, if I'm not mistaken. 1, which is the most important, the fear of God. If you have the fear of God, solves every other problem. Joseph had it, he escaped Potiphar's wife. Personal or self-discipline. Are you disciplined? Are you careless or you are disciplined? Because the opposite of discipline is what? Carelessness. Then we looked at self-respect. If you have regard for yourself, I'm not talking of your spouse, yourself. If you have regard for yourself, if I regard for myself, there are things I want to stoop so low to do. This is I can't do this. No, this is not for me. So if you don't have self-respect, you see yourself doing the wrong thing. And then finally, contentment. Are you okay with what you have? Until you do this, cheating is not fun. May God help us.
Thank you very much, sir. Again, I say we are blessed. You agree with me? Yes, sir. Okay, group 3.
From this, we know that the husband should not automatically become submissive to the wife because the wife is the one who earns more at home. Rather, the couple should be built on mutual respect. The couple should work as a team and then be united. So we agreed as a group that as a husband, if your wife is the one that earns more at home, the man should be, should I use the word humble enough, or let me say should be considerate. There are angles in which the husband can play his role. When, like for example, if the wife goes to work and she comes back tired, the husband should be able to support the wife. Not in some homes,
there are some homes where the wife might be, tired after coming back to work from work. The husband should be able to give the wife the emotional support, and aside from the wife being the one who earns more, there are other areas in which the husband can play his role in terms of leading the home in decision making, and the wife should be humble enough not to be proud, looking down on your husband because you are the one that earns more. You should respect your husband and then work as a team in building your home. So we agreed as a group that a husband's role as a leader is not a husband's role as the head is not tied down to only the financial aspect of the home. So a home should be built on what? Mutual respect, love, and not we shouldn't let the financial aspect be what will, the financial aspect make the home to. The financial aspect shouldn't be, what will determine if the wife will respect her husband or not. So we also agreed, we also talked about that as husband and wife, we should also learn to train our children, because especially the female children and also the male, especially the Gen Z, if we don't train them well, tomorrow they can grow up, especially if the female one is passing through pressure, and when she's married, she may not be able to respect her husband enough. So we should train her, and we should live exemplary lives at home, a life worthy of what? Emulation. So that, and whatever they see us do at home, especially our children, when they grow up, that's also what they will, display in their respective homes. So we agree that as Christians, we shouldn't let pride overrule us, especially as the wives. We shouldn't let pride overrule us. So, and then we also talked about that, when the Bible talked about that any man who is not able to provide for the home is, the Bible talked about that is less than an infidel. So, we not agreed, we not talked about that. As a man, if you don't have that financial capacity to take care of your home, the emotional support is there, the love, the care, aside from that financial angle, children tend to respect their husbands and tend to respect their father more. That angle you should, buckle up in that angle and then exercise your authority and exercise it with love, so that the home will move forward ahead. So these are the angles that we talked about.
You should support emotionally. I heard that. Group 4, please. I want to house together for when a professor stands
up, everybody. Thank you all. Our group looked at whose relatives are most welcomed in marital homes and why.